Much for understanding. So, friends, thank you very much for sharing your views, and I truly appreciate all of you for taking out the time and joining this day three session. Today, I'm here to talk about a very interesting topic, which is related to motivational speaking, and also how you can remove your public speaking fear and earn a lot of money. How many of you want to have public speaking as one of your profession, probably a full-time profession or one of your profession? If there is anything in your mind, just type in the chat box I. And you have no idea what I'm talking, but let me tell you, I have every single idea what I'm talking, and I'm going to reveal that today in this session, because this is a very important session in context of the audience which I'm talking to. And thank you very much, everybody who have replied. So I want to talk about the paid speaking business right now in India. And you'll be surprised to know that according to the recent statistics, motivational speaking business is 2,000 crore industry, and soon it's going to be 3,000 crore industry in next 3 years. It's a very big business, booming in India right now and scaling up very fast. Also, at the same time, if we talk about the other countries like United States or other Western suburbs like Dubai, Middle East, or Canada, the public speaking and the public speaking business is already on the roll. A lot of people are earning a lot of money. And average income in India for a speaker who's a rookie starts from, and he's into full-time speaking business. It starts from 25,000 rupees per gig to 15 lakhs per gig. Yeah, it's an average income for a speaker. Also, the photographs which you see over here are the likes of Shiv Khera, Gaur Gopal Das, Ujjwal Das Patni, Sandeep Maheshwari. Sandeep Maheshwari don't do professional gigs as far as my knowledge is concerned. Sister Shivani does it. So most of the like Deepak also does it. So most of the people who see in here, my photograph is not here, but intentionally I have not put it here. But I also do this pretty much. I'm into the same segment. All these people, they do a lot of public speaking and they earn a lot of money. Money is the biggest motivation. Who all agree here? Just type in the chat box, agree. If you get paid for what you are doing, it is a big motivation in life. And imagine there's no age bar. There's no educational qualification required. And on top of it, let me tell you one more thing. No experience also required. You'll be surprised what I'm revealing right now. And I'm going to burst a lot of myths today. Thank you very much, all of you, for your replies. It's a very, very big industry, and I want to showcase how this industry is going to help you. Are you ready? Just type in the chat box, ready. This entire industry which I'm talking about right now is going to change the way Indian business ecosystem is developing, because in public speaking, a lot of public speakers are joining from business and corporate world as well. So let's talk about this industry in detail. My mission of 1 million speakers by 2030, and many of them are already paid speakers whom I've created. Good news? Yeah, give a virtual high five on this. I've created a lot of speakers who are already earning good money. Now, coming back to what we have, one second, I think. All right, so coming back to this slide now. Now, I want to talk about 1%. 1% is something very interesting. It's going to reveal a miraculous figure today. Let's talk about 1%. So what is 1%? If you see this small infographic in front of you, when we are doing public speaking in a country, over 80% of the population, I'm talking about India right now, we have a population of more than 143 crore as per the census. And imagine 80% of the people have public speaking fear. 80% of 143 crore people have public speaking fear. And that's the truth of the day. And most of them have a phobia. And public speaking and anxiety is also termed as a phobia. The name is glossophobia. Public speaking and anxiety is termed as glossophobia. And if you see the people who are on the fearless side, they are barely 10%. And people who are on the phobia side, they are 10%. The rest population within the 80% is either nervous or either they are low in confidence. Now, let me carry forward this presentation. So, around 80% and around 75% rather, people who have public speaking fear is an advantage for you. How? Let's talk about that. How? If you see this small infographic which I've created, why being a great public speaker is a competitive advantage. The people who are in the blue color, they are the people who are suffering from public speaking fear. The people who are black in color, they are the people who are doing public speaking, they do not have any fear. But I am talking about only 1%, and that's just 1%, which is orange in color, right hand side on your bottom. And these are the 1% of your competitors who know how to be financially successful by becoming a public speaker, because they know about their passion, they know about their packaging of the services, they know about promotion, how to do social media promotion, how to do online promotion, they know how to present their ideas, and they know how to make public speaking a profitable business. Now, this is just a small calculation from my side. Total competitors, for example, you have 1000. Percentage of competitors as per the graphics which I share is 75%. So that means 750 people are out of the competition. Remaining competitors are 250, which means 95% people don't know how to publicly speak and earn money from it, which means another 237 are out. And which also means only 13 people are left who are financially successful public speakers. And that's the data as per the statistics presently going on, which means only 1% of the people can earn public money from public speaking. Here we go. And that's why I want you to be a part of this 1%. That's the ultimate goal I have in mind for you. How many of you want to be in that 1%? Just type in the chat box 1%, 1 and a percentage sign. Because in this 1 and percentage sign, you will actually learn how to earn money from doing public speaking. There are various fields, and I'm going to touch upon those various fields now. Thank you very much for your responses. And let me talk about the different various fields now in front of you. So get ready to join the top 1% club and let's get rolling. First of all, let me give you a statistic and HR perspective of this industry according to the GMAT study. GMAT is a very renowned publishing website on the statistics of human resources, and they have published a small statistics which has a standardized measure of the required proficiency for hiring an employee. And what they're saying, if you see this proficiency chart, oral communication is on number 1. Can you see that in the blue line? Oral communication is the number 1 skill the HR are looking at. Listening skills number 2. Don't get surprised. People don't listen these days. You all are great listeners. Give a pat on your back. I'm a great listener. Written communication, that means how you write your emails, how you write your letters, another very important skill. And fourth number is what we are doing right now, presentation skills, public speaking. And then there's a list of skills if you can see. I want to tell you this to you. Oral communication is the number 1 skill, and public speaking is an advanced oral communication skill. Can you hear that? Public speaking is an advanced oral communication skill. That's what I want to tell you. Extremely important. All good reasons to learn public speaking. Very clearly, I'm telling you. Now, let's talk about different industry statistics and how public speaking in India is booming right now. If you see the entire business of public speaking, you will find a lot of people who are from army background. You will find them, they are motivational speakers because they have done something transformational. They have done something for the country which is motivational in the sense. They were on the borders, they were fighting the enemies, and they were making sure that they're protecting the rights of the country and interests of the nation. So they have every reason to talk about their stories. You will find a lot of army people in motivational speaking business. Second, authors. A lot of authors are great public speakers. I'm also into this category. Thirdly, people who are already into spiritual well being, they also speak to a lot of people. It's a very good business. And fourthly, people who specifically chose to become motivational speaker like Sandeep and Shiv Khera did, they are into public speaking, paid public speaking. And that's what I want you to understand. Public speaking industry in India is booming big time right now, and you have all good reasons to become public speaker. And I want to tell this to you that today it doesn't matter which business you are in. I want you to type in the chat box, are you in the business or job or a student? Just type in the chat box student or job or business, whatever you are doing right now in your career. Because whatever you are doing right now, I can simply coach you and teach you how you can connect that business or job with public speaking. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Now let's find out some interesting things about public speaking. If you go and deliver lectures in colleges, universities, and schools, do you know what type of amount they pay you? It starts from just 2000 rupees in a tier 1 city and it goes up to 1 lakh rupees per session for 1 hour. Can you beat that? And I'm talking about tier 1 school. Tier 2 schools, they easily pay you 2 to 3000 rupees or 5000 rupees. Tier 2 schools I'm talking about. So you can go there as a guest speaker, you can go there as a professional speaker, you can go there as a public speaker. I'm also going to a lecture for ITS college day after tomorrow in Uttar Pradesh, and I'm going to deliver that lecture. Is that paid? Author Sherry, is that paid? Are you getting paid for it? The answer is yes. The second one is public speaking bureaus. I'm also part of a celebrity professional speaking bureau and I'm listed there. If you want to get your name to be listed on a public speaking bureau, then you need to first become an expert into your field. That's the first criteria. Second criteria is you need to be somebody who is good into his field. Good means professional. And in public speaking, if you're into public speaking, you need to be a good orator. Third, you need to have excellent exponential reach on social media. Social media is a game. How many of you are active on social media presently? Just type in the chat box active. Let me see who all are very active on social media. And when I say active, does not mean that you like and comment on others' posts. I'm asking you how many posts you do every day because I'm talking about your activeness. That's very, very important. And fourthly, as a public speaking bureau, the quality which I look at for a speaker to get him on board on my website is how that person has performed over a period of time. And if I put him into my list, my respect and my credibility will increase. That's the criteria to get on public speaking bureau, but it's a great way to earn money. Another criteria is event companies. A lot of event companies hire public speakers. I'm also associated with a few of them, and they invite you for conferences, seminars for their different clients, and you get paid really well. This is another way of doing paid public speaking. Next one is pageants. Now, you must have seen the Glamour, Miss India, Mr. Glamorous. All these pageants, they also invite a lot of public speakers. In fact, I myself had been to more than 4 or 5 shows in India where I have been a jury for pageants. So I'm the formal jury for 3, 4 pageants in India, and I'm regularly going there to just make sure that I'm assessing the performances of these models because these models are also supposed to speak, communicate, present their ideas, and I do that. The next one is open workshops. You might have seen a lot of people. How many of you have attended a public seminar, an open seminar. If you don't mind, if you can just write the name of the speaker in the chat box. If you have attended any seminar, just type in the chat box of the name. Yeah, Vivek Bindra is there. So of course. So there are a lot of public speakers in India who are doing open seminars. I was also doing this long time back. Yeah, Blair. Okay, Blair Singer. Blair Singer you're talking about. Okay. I was singing Tony Blair. Oh my God. Tony, how can Tony Blair be? Once I attended Ram Verma. Yeah, Ram Verma is good. Okay, he's into NLP. So you see, there are a lot of names who are doing open seminars. Now, another field which is for paid public speaking is corporates. So there are large cap, mid cap, and small cap and startups. Four categories that are there. Large cap preferably are more than 500 CR, mid cap 150 CR, small cap up to 100 CR, startup 0 to 50 CR. That's the categorization. They also invite a lot of public speakers and you get paid for it. Radio jockeys and television hosts. I'm sure these faces are absolutely familiar to all of you. They are earning a lot of money. You know why? Just because of public speaking skills. They are very good speakers, all of them. And there are so many other speakers also now, radio jockeys especially, who have not made their YouTube channels. They are earning a lot of money through YouTube. Another interesting field to earn from public speaking is big fat weddings. You will find many of the anchors and presenters who are invited to talk some nice things about the bride and groom, and they get paid very well for it. This is an excellent profession these days. If you have the ability and the interest and the passion to share about your stories and experiences, I promise you, you will earn a lot of money. There's a lot of money into this field. How many of you are finding this content interesting and superior? Just type in chat box mind blowing, because I am actually bursting a lot of myths that many people just think that how can I earn from public speaking? And this is the answer. A lot of people can earn a lot of money, and this is absolutely something which you can also do. Thank you very much. Another one is eulogy. Eulogy is when you pay your final prayers to someone who has passed away. In the western suburbs, this is a professional career also. A lot of public speakers are invited to speak final words on behalf of the family. In India, we call this as final prayers, Tervi, Antim Ardas, and all these things. And when you will see somebody coming as a public figure or some of the head priest performing some of the rhymes or the rituals, they get paid for it, and it involves public speaking. It can be singing some bhajans, or it can be doing some katha. All the katha vachaks, they are storytellers, and all those storytellers are paid. In India, it's not formally decorated as a process for public speaking, but outside India, it's known as eulogy. In India, you will see if somebody passes away, every community has different religion, because Hindustan में religion community भी तो बहुत है ना. अलग अलग लोग हैं यहाँ पे, अलग अलग languages हैं, different people, different languages, different way of giving the regards to the people who pass away. So different traditions are there. Tradition is the right word. So as per the tradition, they invite people, and they invite people who pay that homage to the person who has passed away. Can you connect to this? This is eulogy. A lot of people ask me one question, sir, if I'm 18, can I get a training job? Can I teach people? The answer is yes, you can. Sir, I'm a housewife. I have not done anything in my life. Can I become a trainer? The answer is yes, you can. Sir, I'm just an employee for more than 30 years, and I have a lot of experience. I don't have any experience in training. Can I become a trainer? I'm 55, 60 right now. Can I become a trainer? The answer is yes, you can. Because there are two types of training jobs which involves public speaking. One is non-technical, where you are involved as a sales trainer, soft skill trainer, or team management trainings. And the second is a technical part, which is product technology process. Goosebumps. Are you finding this information useful? Just type in the chat box useful. Now, I want you to take this. Remember how I started my slide today, 1%. I want all of you to be in this 1%. And if you want this to happen, Don't promise it to me. Just type in the chat box, I promise to myself. It's a promise to your own self. And remember, whatever we manifest in our life, we create. And whatever we create, it is given to us by the unknown sources of the universe. I believe in that. And these are all around us. These powers are around us. These are supernatural powers. So just manifest if you really want to get into this. And I assure you that you will achieve this. Now, I want to also talk about some of the criterias of writing the content because I want all of you to learn a lot of things. This is my second topic of the day, which is how to write the content of your talk, and I'm going to give you a framework. So the first pillar of writing the content is experience. Start sharing about the experience which you have. It doesn't matter you have 1 year experience, 2 year experience, 3 year experience, 6 months experience, it doesn't matter or more. What matters is how you create a message out of it, how you connect to the different scenarios and connect to emotions. The second is failures. Talk about the failures. Talk about where you were not able to succeed. All the failures have stories. Every failure has a story. Every failure has a learning. Every failure has a call to action. I'm just telling you how to create content, by the way. Talk about your passion. You like flowers, talk about that. You like buses, talk about that. You like roaming around places, talk about that. You like going in a flight, talk about that. You like eating different types of food, talk about that. You like to visit five-star hotels, talk about that. You like to visit some hill station, talk about that. You like to be spiritual, talk about that. You like to have new cars, talk about that. You are fond of old cars, talk about that. Talk about everything which you are passionate about. Talk about that. Relationships. Relationship is just not about husband and wife. It can be brother and sister. It can be mom and dad. It can be sister and brother. It can be mom and son, father and daughter, mom and daughter. Animals, pet, reptiles, nature, flowers, plants, air, everything which is connected somehow, or you are connected to anything somehow. It's a relationship. Talk about those relationships. It will give you content. So here's my final framework for you: experience, failures, passion, and relationships. If you are writing a content for your video of public speaking, if you're writing the content for your speech, if you're writing the content for your talk, follow this framework. Talk about your experience, talk about your failures, talk about your passion, talk about your relationships. I promise you, you will definitely get a lot of praises from the audience who are listening to you. If you find this information useful, just type it useful. If you find it beyond useful, type it inspirational, whatever you want. I don't mind that. Any which ways, I'm getting the praises. Fabulous info. Nitu says, Yatin says, great. Rajkumar says, awesome. Fantastic. Thank you very much, all of you, for listening to this very important information. And my last giveaway for today's presentation is related to the method, and I call this as subordination technique. Subordination technique is when you are creating a content, how you can create subpoints. Now, through this diagram, I want you to understand there's a big fish who is eating the small fish, then that small fish is eating another small fish, and then that small fish is eating another small fish. So, in everything which you notice over here, there's a sub point, there's a sub point, there's a sub point. Okay. Now, let me unshare the screen and explain it to you how this subordination technique works. Are you ready? Just type in the chat box. I'm ready. I'm super excited. Because if you are excited, then I am here to give you lots of learning. So, subordination technique, I'm just explaining it to you. And I hope you can see the screen right now. Just type in the chat box. Yes, I can see. So, subordination technique is you first choose the topic or the main point. In this case, it's the main point. So, what's your main point? Let's say, let me take a common topic: social media. Okay. Now it's sub points. I'm creating sub points now. One, why social media. Two, benefits of social media. three disadvantages of social media. Can you all see how quick I am in creating these subpoints? Now, if I have why social media pe I have to create a sub point, which is a, इसको समझ लीजिए आप, understand this, don't copy paste. Just I'm explaining this to you. Why social media? It has a future. You can earn money. You can advertise your business. Okay. Now, if I have to say advertise business, I am giving another sub point here for business. I'm using these words sub because of the structure which I'm explaining you, because of the framework which I'm explaining you. Okay. Advertising your business, and let me use the Roman. Advertise personal brand. Advertise business brand. Can you all see how easy it is for me to create the content using this structure? How many of you have understood this one? You can do the same way for the point number 2, point number 3. That's all you need to do for creating your YouTube content and your speeches content. That's all. I've just taught you one technique. And for God's sake, for rest of the days and for any other days which you have where you will be spending your time with me, I want you to follow this method to create content regularly for yourself. Even if you have understood this, please apply this and it's going to benefit you. How many of you have understood this? It's just type in the chat box, understood. Yeah, it's more about creating hierarchy, Neetu. You're right. So basically, it's an outlining of the talk. You're creating an outline. Okay. Now, since you have understood this, I am giving you one topic. Okay. My topic for you is childhood. Immediately create some content right now. Same process. Follow the subordination technique. Childhood is your topic. Friends, childhood is your topic. Create some content and I will ask you how you have created it. Okay. Finding this interesting, learning some new things. It's always good. It's always healthy. Keep on upskilling yourself. That's the way of life. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So do that also. It's going to help you create a lot of content. It's going to help you create a buzz in your mind. Anything which creates a buzz in your mind becomes the content. Anything which triggers your brain, it creates a content. Your mom is not happy with you. It's a content. Your daughter is hungry. She wants you to cook a Maggie for her. It's a content. You're going for a stall and you saw a dog barking in front of everybody. It's a content. You're going for a walk and a beggar is asking for a 10 rupee note because he's feeling hungry. It's a content. You're waiting at the red light and you're waiting for the red light to become green. It's a content. You're stuck in a traffic jam and there's a flood of traffic. You cannot see yourself getting free in next 15 minutes. It's a content. Everything is around you. It has a content because everything has emotion. We are emotion driven beings. You just need to know how to connect to the thoughts, trigger it, and convert that into content. Oh my God, I speak so much, isn't it? Okay, who's ready? I just need 2 or 3 points to just have a sense of understanding that you have understood what I have just taught you. Yatin, would you like to try? Gursevik Singh Uppal, would you like to try? Richa, Rajkumar, Neetu, Malesh, Hemlata, Neil, Devendra. Anybody who would like to try? Okay, I think somebody has sent it. Excellent. Gursevik said, childhood, happy, playing badminton, won, sorrow. Oh, yes, you got it right. You're on the track. Yeah, you got it right. Bang on. So that's exactly how you have to explain it. Yeah. Anyone else? Yeah, Hemlata, you would like to try?
Yes, yes. Childhood, school, love of parents, relationships with my grandparents, health of my family, like positive and negative. And I had a good relationships with my family members, so that I didn't have any problem with my wealth also. So all these things, I'm learning a lot of things from my joint family. Yes.
Marvelous, fantastic. So now you see, if I ask you to create a video on childhood, do you think you'll be able to speak using this outline?
Yes. Yes,
There
I
you,
can.
there you go. So this is how you create the content. Now I ask the same question to Guru Sevak ji. Childhood and your topic. Would you be able to speak on this topic if I ask you? I think you can, isn't
Yes,
that?
I can. Yes, I can.
Anybody else who would like to try? So Yatin said childhood, parents, love, schooling, friends, environment, society, and its impact. Exactly. Yatin, if I invite you to speak on this content, would you, I think you can. You can speak. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. So this is exactly how you create a content for yourself. You create the outline first. Now, if you get
Sir,
any
can I
top,
share with you some points
yeah,
about the
go ahead.
childhood?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, quickly.
So, sir, in that first of all, burning place with the date, then friends, then playing with the friends, family, society, society, and what to do in the life, in future life also.
Marvelous.
These all the contents I shared on the on the childhood memory.
Fantastic, Akhilesh. Thank you very much for sharing. Yes, Neil also is getting excited in the
Yes, yes.
shop. Yes, Neil.
In my opinion, childhood is the best time we have spent in our
No, no,
past.
give me a outline. Give me a outline. Don't explain.
Okay, okay. Outline. Yes, for childhood, we we know the friends, the childhood friends, the
Have you written the outline? We are doing an activity. I think you were out.
yes, yes. Okay, now I am right.
Yeah. So just do that activity. I think you have just jumped in to find out. Oh, childhood के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. चल मैं भी सुनाता हूँ कुछ. It's not that. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you very much, all of you, and I hope you have understood this very powerful technique
Thank you
of
so much, sir. Thank you so much.
pleasure. Pleasure. So this is all about subordination technique, and I think now you can use the technique for creating any point of content, any type of content, any sort of content for your YouTube video, for your public speaking video, for your speeches. All right. Now, since I'm in the habit of giving assignment, I've got good news. I have another assignment for you for today's session. So I wanted to watch any one video on my YouTube channel, which is Author Sherry Public Speaking Coach. There are plethora of videos. I have a lot of videos there. Okay, just go and watch any one video. Share the link in the WhatsApp group, which video you saw and what was your top learning, so that you can motivate others. They can also check out. That's the first assignment. The second one is I want you to create a video of up to 2 minutes on the same topic, childhood. Okay. And I want you to share that in the WhatsApp group. These are the two very simple assignments for you. And I hope you like today's session. The people who are serious, I'm sure I've been able to create some value for you. Please do give a feedback on the WhatsApp group that what all you have learned from today's session. Your one single message of writing anything which you learned, it counts. That's it from my side. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Sir, thank you so much, sir. And the session was very informative because of sir, I am very fearing person, and and sir, some I I sir, uh, 1 minute, sir. Sir, I am sharing with us, sir. सर मैं आपसे कुछ मेरा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। मैंने सर अभी सर, सर मैंने अब एमबीए फर्स्ट ईयर में एडमिशन लिया है और सर ऑडियो
Yeah, you are audible. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
और उस टाइम सर मैं जब जब और सर जब मेरा फर्स्ट डे था तो मैं इंट्रोडक्शन भी नहीं मैं नहीं दे पाया था क्योंकि मेरा सर जरा फेयरिंग वगैरह आया था। पर सर बाद में मेरा थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस वगैरह बूस्ट हो गया तो अब मैं करता हूँ यानी कि कर पा रहा हूँ जरा अच्छे से।
हेलो सर।
Yeah, go ahead.
या सर, मुझे दो चीजें पूछनी है। एक तो शार्प वॉइस का आपने मुझे बताया, तो उसके लिए मतलब मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? तो मेरे को लगता है कि नेचुरल ही है, तो इसको मैं कैसे?
नहीं, शार्प वॉइस है आपकी ऑलरेडी, तो आप अभी जो बोल रहे हैं, अभी मुझे आपके 3-4 वीडियोस कम से कम और देखने होंगे, ये
अच्छा,
बताने के लिए कि आवाज में कुछ बेहतरी कैसे करनी है। थोड़ा
ओके,
आवाज को और समाना होगा, समझना होगा, थोड़ा मुझे देखना है अभी आपको, और आपकी आवाज को सुनना है, तभी बता पाऊंगा।
ऑलराइट। और सर, दूसरी चीज मुझे आपसे ये पूछनी है कि इतना मतलब थोड़े टाइम के बाद ना बोलते हुए गले में मेरे दर्द होने लगता है। मतलब आप कैसे, क्या इसके लिए कोई एक्सरसाइज होती है या क्या होता है? अब इतना लंबा, इतना समय तक आप लगातार बोल पाते हैं?
नहीं, बोलने का
तो
तरीका ये होता है कि आप अपना डायाफ्रामेटिक एरिया जो होता है लोअर एब्डोमेन में, वहां से आप अपना प्रेशर क्रिएट करते हैं, विच इज जस्ट बिलो योर प्राइवेट पार्ट। वहां से अगर आप अपना प्रेशर क्रिएट करते हैं एयर का, तो एयर जो पंप होता है वो पूरी बॉडी में प्रेशर क्रिएट करता है, और फिर आप अपने गले से नहीं बोलते, फिर आप अपने उस लोअर एब्डोमेन वाले एरिया से, डायाफ्रामेटिक एरिया से बोलते हैं। तो हम जितना सांस वहां से खींचते हैं और वहां से बोलते हैं, वो हमें कभी थकने नहीं देता। अनलिमिटेड सप्लाई है, अनलिमिटेड एनर्जी है वहां पर। ठीक है, वहीं पे हमारा एक बहुत ही स्पिरिचुअल एरिया भी होता है, और उस स्पिरिचुअल एरिया से हम बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी क्रिएट करते हैं। ठीक है, तो बोलने का जो आर्ट है वो पूरा का पूरा, जितने भी स्पीकर्स को देखोगे लॉन्ग टाइम विद द फ्लो बोल रहे हैं, तो वो वहीं से बोलते हैं। तो आपको ये प्रैक्टिस करनी होगी, सबसे पहले अपनी ब्रीदिंग ठीक करनी होगी, इनहेल एक्सहेल ठीक करना होगा। दूसरा, आपको अपनी एनर्जी वहां से उठा के डिलीवर करनी है। बहुत सारे लोग गलती ये करते हैं कि वो गले से, थ्रोट लेवल से बोलते हैं, चेस्ट लेवल से बोलते हैं।
तो सिंगर्स भी इसी चीज को फॉलो करते हैं, आई गेस,
यस।
है ना? तो सर, ये कैसे होगा? ये अपने आप कैसे पता चलेगा? मतलब कौन बताएगा इसके लिए? क्या कोई वीडियोस होती है या कैसे? ये तो मैं पहली बार सुन रही हूँ। इट्स अमेजिंग थिंग, कुछ मतलब सरप्राइजिंग सा है ये तो।
हाँ, नहीं, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, आप अभी बहुत कुछ सीख रहे हैं, अभी स्टेप बाय स्टेप यू विल लर्न लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स।
राइट, राइट।
Okay ji, thank you very much, it was pleasure to talk to all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Please do share your feedback about today's session. Until we meet next time, namaste.
नमस्ते।